Welcome to the Tapping Out Show. My name is Jeremy. This is Matt, and we're going to do Phantom Ale's Man Tai. This is actually a mead. If you've seen the show before, we are not afraid of meads. We actually kind of enjoy most of them.
Yeah.
We have a buddy that actually has a meadery. So when we saw this, because we went down there for not a pub crawl, because technically it was a brew crawl.
We actually went there a few weeks ago. We tried both our meads, and this is one of them. We're gonna try it. We actually brought back both of them.
Right.
They're really strong and really good, and some of the meads it's almost scary how good they are, because it almost tastes like a wine cooler juice or something, and you got to remind yourself it's 14%, 12% alcohol, and could send you home
early.
Yeah. So yeah, it was definitely nice checking out Phantom Ales. We tried was it Kona? Was it Kona beer?
So they had a Kona coffee beer.
Kona coffee beer, which
they had a brown ale called the Brown Recluse.
I couldn't believe how much coffee was in that coffee beer, though. I mean, because it wasn't thick and it just had a lot of coffee flavor. We liked some of their IPAs, but these meads really stood out because, especially the pomegranate one, which was actually suggested to us while we were waiting in line. And definitely some good stuff over there at Phantom in Anaheim, California.
So I'm gonna say, for a mead, it doesn't coat as much. I stand corrected.
Yeah.
It does seem to coat the glass pretty good. I mean, it's made with honey. I mean, there's no other way to get around that. Most, if not every other mead.
Yeah.
All mead is a honey-based brew.
Which makes it a mead, yeah.
Right. So this actually has a lot of carbonation in it. I mean, we did get it from a bottle, but it's got some pretty nice bubbles to it. It's a little darker than...
We've been sitting on this for about 3 weeks since we last...
Would you say it's a little darker than a mead? Maybe I just haven't had one in a while, but it seems a little darker, but it's clear. Like it's
definitely looks like honey.
All right, I want to drink this now. It smells so good.
So let's do it.
Cheers. Man,
that's strong, and
it's almost wine tasting, and not in a bad way either. And I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a fine line between the mead and wine concept, but
some people like wine too.
No, I'm saying it has.
No, I get that on the second drink.
A little crisp, kind of
crisp. And who knows, because it's been sitting, like we haven't had a chance to get together and record in a few weeks. So, definitely different. I'm trying to remember, but it definitely tastes different from when we had it fresh from the tap.
Oh yeah. Well, you know what's funny is I almost want to say fresh from the tap, and it might be if they carbonated the tap or whatever it was. It almost had more of a beer, not cider. Because I hate comparing meads with ciders.
Because I don't like cider so good.
Well, you know what I mean. Like most meaderies do ciders, and that's what I kind of got the taste of.
I would say this kind of has more of a wine aftertaste now from being in the bottle.
Maybe.
And I'm just assuming that's the only difference, And I really like when we get to do something like this where we've had it at the place fresh from the tap, and now we've had it in a bottle. And we know, you know what I mean? We know what it tastes like fresh. We know what it tastes like, I know it's been in a couple weeks, but still we have a good idea. And I know for sure that it tastes different when I had it off the tap.
Oh, yeah.
No,
you know what? And that to add to that, too, when we had this on tap, we had a few previous to it.
We weren't completely worthless at that point, but... our taste buds might have been skewed a little bit, but
all right, let's do this. So I do not remember what we thought about it. I mean, I know what we thought about it when we were there. I don't know if we gave it a rating or anything, but 1 out of 5, 5 being the best. What are you giving it?
4 or 4.25 is kind of what I'm hovering at.
See, I'm thinking 3.75 or 4, so I can go with 4.
Yeah, I would say 4.
So we'll do 4 out of 5 for this. I mean, anytime we can get our hands on a mead and a good one, that's another thing too, because we are kind of biased to the meads, but let's face it, not everyone makes a good product. This is pretty good. And you know what? And like I said, there's 2 of these, so we'll probably do a video for the second one as well. So I'm going to say this before we close out. Phantom Ales does all kinds of beers. They're not a meadery. They do make mead. If you live in the LA Orange County area, or you can get to Orange County, they're in that little brew circle by the brewery and
what is it called? The Packing District.
The Packing District and Unsung and all those other really great name beers. Do not skip these guys. They have some killer stuff. Besides that, we're going to finish these up. If you want to email us, it's info@tappingoutshow.com. And in social media is all one word. It's Tapping Out Show right there at the bottom. Besides that, we're going to finish these up. You guys have a good night.